This doesn't have much juice. Hey, are we on? Are we on? Welcome to Food Talk TV. Yeah, I don't have my microphone today. I'm so sad about that. Anyway, how are you all doing? Today I am going to do, am I cut off? Oh, I am a little cut off. Hang on. This is what happens when you're going solo here. How could I be cut off? I don't get it. That's weird. Hey, everybody's coming in. Yay! Thank you guys for joining. Okay. No, I shouldn't be cut off. Huh. All right. So I'm a one-man band here. I was very. Oh, there I am. I'm okay. Yay! Hi, Food Talk TV. Come on in. We're cooking today. I'm gonna make chicken katsu bowls. What is chicken katsu? Well, it's basically like fried chicken, Japanese fried chicken. But it's going to have lots of layers of like a salad and rice. So it's a wonderful one-pot meal that you can make for yourself or your family, and you feel like, yay, they got the protein, they got the vegetables, they got the grains. We got it all here. Okay, I'm making sure this shot looks good. So here's what I'm doing. I have it turned around. That's why you can see my name is spelled legibly, instead of NFN. And then I have my iPad here so I can see the comments, because I am flying solo today, as I often am, since my kids want to go to high school, college, whatever. Don't want to help me with my lives. Yay, Trini's here! Oh, bless your heart. So, as you probably know, Food Talk TV, we're the longest running live cooking show on TikTok. We have all kinds of great food creators, including Trini, who's just joined. I am but one, Daphne Brogdon, formerly of the Food Network. And I also have my own channel at Daphne Brogdon. It was Daph Brog, but I was advised to change it. So now it's just my name. So it's easier or harder to find, not sure. But there you go. And so we're gonna get to it. And if you have any cooking questions, let me know. I've owned restaurants, I've done catering, I've done pop-ups, raised my kids, helped raise other people's kids. So, you know, there you go. So what we're gonna do is this recipe that's inspired by one of my favorite online food creators, Jennifer Siegel, who's got a website called Once Upon a Chef, and I interviewed her for an event a few years ago. I thought, and I find her recipes are very solid. I'm tweaking it a little bit for my own style, but it's a good one. So we're going to start with the salad part of it, and it's a cucumber salad. So I've already done most of the peeling here for this. And please tap the screen. Wait a minute, nobody's tapping the screen. You know how this runs, guys. We got to tap that screen. Tap that screen, and then the algorithm gods for TikTok send it out into the universe, or on the For You page or whatever. Okay, so we'll take that off, and then I'm just going to do. That's what I was doing when I was running around. I prefer to use a microphone. My understanding is that you guys can hear me okay when I don't have my remote microphone, but when I want to cut this up later and make it into a video, it actually does make a difference. So unfortunately, I don't have it today. Couldn't find it. I've been spending, oh, how am I doing? Thanks for asking. I've been spending a lot of time at my mother's house, at my childhood home, because as some of you regulars know, it doesn't look good. My mother unfortunately passed away in May, and so my sisters thought sell the house. I would have hung on to the bitter end and enjoyed that inexpensive property tax for the first year. But there you go. Anyway, so we decided to sell it, clean it up, blah blah blah. You know, it's a lot when you have to go through a house that the family's lived in since 1975. Yes, there was wall-to-wall carpeting everywhere. Anyway, fixed it up, made it look fantastic. Got a buyer right away. And now it's an escrow, and very sad for me. But what I'm enjoying right now is I go over there a lot. I go over there to work, hang out, write, answer email, anything I want to do. Okay, Babs is in the house. Thank goodness. Fran Diego's in the house. Okay, we got our regulars. This is the kitchen cabinet. The kitchen cabinet here. Hey guys. All right, keep tapping that screen. You know how to do it. Tap the screen. We got the little rewards. I always put up the cheaper reward, which is like the penny reward. If you can do it, and if you can do more, great. It all goes to the consortium known as Food Talk TV. And please give my channel a follow if you haven't. Daphne Brogden, D-A-P-H-N-E, B as in boy, R-O-G as in George, D as in dog. N as in Nebraska. Don't you love how you have to spell your name, you know, over and over again through your life? Anyway, I'm so close to getting the 10,000. I'm just a couple hundred away, so I really want to get the 10,000. All right, so here's what I've done so far. I've sliced up the cucumbers. This is all going to go into my chicken katsu bowls. Although I'll be honest, I'm not so into the bowl situation. Let me tell you why I don't like the bowl situation. Things in bowls means I'm just using a fork or a spoon. But then they always have like these big hunks of meat. Well, now I got to get out a knife. And if I have to get out a knife and it's in a bowl, I can't really cut it. So I opted for this, which was also my mother's, more just like a curved plate. So we're going to call this chicken katsu curved plate today, with your permission. Thank you so much. All right, so that is where I'm at. And the other thing, and then I'll tell you more about what I'm doing in terms of the family home in a minute. All right, so we've done that. Now we're going to do the dressing. This is a dressing that you could use on any salad, and it's going to be like delish, because it's not your normal whatever oil and vinegar. So we're going to start with 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. By the way, my Italian lessons start again next week. I'm so nervous. I've taken Italian 1 twice, Italian 2 twice. This will be going into Italian 3. And I emailed my teacher and I said, I'm scared. And he wrote back, I'm scared too. What can I do with that? I don't think that's a vote of confidence. I was kind of hoping, you got it, kid. It's not how Italians talk though. It's how American talks. It's not how Italians talk. All right, and then 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar. If you don't have rice vinegar in your pantry, highly recommend it. And speaking of pantries, I just posted on my channel, Daphne Brogden, a quick little video about me being a little shocked when I pulled out one of my pantries at how disorganized it had gotten. So I'm wondering, how do you guys organize your pantry? Like, for one thing, I hate the, I really want my bottles and jars to be on a separate shelf than my cans, right? Because a can is, you open it, you use it, and either you toss it and you put it in the fridge. Well, sometimes jars you have to put in the fridge. But bottles, no. That's gonna be like your oils and your vinegars and stuff like that. So it's a different animal. And then I have I have a spice, and I alphabetize my spices. So anyway, how do you guys organize your pantry? I'm interested. All right, oh, we got more people coming in. Great, great, great. We're cooking here. Melissa's here, Melissa Murd. She's one of our MVPs in our Food Talk universe. Be sure to give them all a look-see. So I am here every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central Time, and just about every day at 4 p.m. Central, we have a creator here. If you're ever thinking, well, it's almost dinner time, what should I make? Come here and we'll help you out. So there you go. All right, so we've got the soy sauce. We've got the rice wine vinegar. Now, oh, this is very easy to remember because it's 3 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons. And it's a lot of sugar for me. I'm usually kind of I pump the brakes on the sugar. Little, you know, kind of was raised a hippie, a little bit of a hippie kid. I don't want to say my school was a cult. All right, so then let's see what else we got. Okay, oh, and then did I not break that out? Oh, back to the bottles, hang on. Fortunately, I just organized them. Highly, highly, highly recommend a bottle of sesame oil in your pantry. It adds so much flavor. And especially if, let's say, like me, if you're using your leftovers all the time, because my kitchen is festival of leftovers, I hate waste. Maybe it's the second time you're trotting out the steak or this chicken or whatever the heck it is. You put a little sesame oil on it, tastes different. I think it's a good call, and it's very rich. Sesame oil is very rich, so it doesn't take much. In this case, it's going to take 1 tablespoon. That's a lot of sesame oil. Okay. And then, sorry that I'm blind, I have to keep putting these on and off. Ooh, we're going to get fancy here. We're going to get all spicy. half a teaspoon of sriracha. You know, it's funny, I am not a hot sauce person, I am a sriracha person. I think it really perks things up, like a bland, like an egg sandwich or let's throw some sriracha. And we're also gonna make a little sriracha mayo too with this. Half a teaspoon. Oh, I miss my vision. The lament of the over 50. Okay, here we go. Although I shouldn't complain. Some people are big Coke bottle glasses when they were little kids. I got to be like 45 before I had to do this. Oh, Melissa, I agree, Daphne. Sesame oil can change the entire dimension. Oh, thank you. Melissa agrees with me. I must be right. Yay! Oh, Fran, thank you. Thank you for the present. Thank you for the reward. Ed asked me how I store my sriracha. I always put it in the fridge, Ed. I always put it in the fridge. Do other people? Maybe you don't need to. I'd love to know what other people think. What do you do? What do you all do? Oh my God, I have to get my rice going. Wait, hold the dressing. Remind me. Because I'm going to do something a little different with my rice. I am a big fan of making coconut rice. To be honest, this is not as much rice as really should be done for this recipe. I found this little, where is it? Yeah, this is, ideally this recipe has like, you're making it for a bunch of people. You're gonna do like 4 cups of rice. I have a half a cup. I've already gone to the market today, saw that I was low on rice and was like, I'm not going back. So it's enough for the show and I'll go another time. I don't like going to the market. I'm not a let's go to the market person. I'm a, I have to go to the market person. All right, so while I did, wait, I went so fast I didn't even show you. In the cans, from the can shelf, coconut whipping cream. So I'm throwing a cup of the coconut in with the rice. Put that on low. And let's see how that goes. I just think it's fun. I think it's a fun thing to do. Again, it's that kind of thing where like, oh, I'm so bored. Oh, the rice always tastes the same. Use the coconut. We'll put a lid on it. Oh, Babs, are you going to be able to remind me about my rice in like 15 minutes? Check it. Here we go. Oh my God, it's so cute. I was telling my daughter, do you ever know you forget the things you say, which is me all the time. I was telling my daughter about this old friend of mine who's found this wonderful woman who totally is perfect for him. You know, things that about him that bugged his ex-girlfriends or wives, like she thinks are adorable. And my daughter said, well, Mom, you always told me every pot has a lid. And I said, did I say that? That's brilliant. It's true. Every pot does have a lid. If you can find it. Okay, what'd I miss? I'm a DoorDash market person. Oh, Fran, no, that's so expensive, and there's so much waste. Maybe you have a big job. If you're really busy with a job, that was worth it years ago when I was killing it. I was in radio, I was in TV. I didn't have time to go to the market. So then, yeah, okay, then you could pay for it. But for me right now, I really have no excuse. I gotta go. I gotta go get it myself. Oh, starting now, Babs. Start now. Start now. Yeah. Thank you. 15 minutes. All right, where were we? We were back. Meanwhile, back at the salad dressing. Hi, welcome in. Welcome in. Come on in. Daphne Brogdon, formerly of Food Network, now with FoodTokTV. We're cooking chicken katsu bowls. Katsu's fried chicken, Japanese style. So we did sesame oil, we did sriracha. Oh, I think that's it. I think that's it for the dressing. And I'm inspired by Once Upon a Chef, who is a food blogger that I interviewed once. So I'm heavily basing this on her recipe. She has very good recipes. All right, let's use this. Wow, that's just screaming. Is there edamame that goes with this? Why, there is. So let me tell you about that. I was so bummed. The market I went to, this was the only edamame I could find. And it's the kind that's in the pods. All right, people with kids or people who had kids. I don't know if you remember this, because I sure do. Number one, sometimes edamame was the only vegetable I could get my kids to eat when they were little. And it was good at the table because they would actually like sit still for a second, because when they had to open up the pods, you know, and they're like, oh, sit down, eat some of those. And it was enough for me to like throw a half a glass of wine down my gullet, try to eat a few bites of food. Now for our purposes here, I thought this is gonna be a pain, I'm gonna have to open all these up. But what can I do? That's all they have. And they will be a little fresher, a little softer too. So there you have it. We're gonna have to, you know what, I should bring that trash can in. So I can put those right in. Yes, I know it should go in the compost, but I don't have my compost space here. So what have I been, oh, I'm Dari Bob, the original. Don't know what that means. Yes, yes, please tap it out. Yo, hi, tap it out. Fran, I live alone and don't buy a lot of groceries, so a little extra doesn't hurt. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I mean, sometimes depending upon who's in the house here, it can be a lot. Oh my gosh, another life update, Daphne update, just in case you were thinking, what's going on in Daphne Barton's life? I'll tell you. So some of you might remember our friend Luca, who's been staying with us, and he actually did an episode with me on this, where because he and his family own pizzerias. So he did pizza for us, it was great. I don't know if you guys remember that. Anyway, so he's been staying here. It's been really wonderful having him. He's so helpful. He walks my dog every day. He like does all the honeydews around the house, really helps me with my kid, picks up my son from tennis, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he's going back to Italy next week. I'm so sad. Andiamo. No, not andiamo. Because I'm not going. Oops. Okay, this experiment. I think this is too hot. I'm going to put some water in there. Probably because the sugar content of the coconut is making it get hot. That's a problem. All right, I'm going to put a little more water in there. You are seeing me sort of experiment. Usually when I do the rice and the coconut, I do it in my trusty rice cooker, but I decided to live dangerously today and just do it in a stovetop. Okay. I think that would be better. So anyway, so Luca is leaving, and I said to him, hey, don't you want to do a last episode with me and cook some Italian food for the TikTok crowd? No. He bought this really cute electric bike just a few weeks ago, and he's like, I gotta go try to sell my electric bike that I bought. And I went, oh, okay, fair enough. All right, what'd I miss? I thought he was your boyfriend. No, he is my boyfriend's best friend. My boyfriend, well, maybe you're getting the Italians confused. My boyfriend is Giovanni, who actually did do an episode with me not that long ago. He's got like dark blonde hair. He looks kind of like Keith Urban. And Luca is darker. So, keep up, Babs. But it's confused. It's just been a house full of Italians, which is crazy. You would think I would have learned more Italian, but what I've realized is I've learned swear words. I've learned a lot of swear Italian words, and that's not going to be on the exam to get my Italian passport. So, yeah. So there you go. So now we're just doing the really exciting part of getting the edamame out of here. And if I was working in a restaurant, as I have, I would certainly be using gloves, obviously, when we serve other people. So, woof, it is still hot here. We still got what we used to call Indian summer, right? Is it hot where you guys are? I am in California. So we are going to go out to dinner tonight because it's the last night we can all go out. And then let's see what else has happened. Oh, so here's my big thing, because as I said, I'm having to we're having to move out of my childhood home. And my mom's was like the cool mom. Our house was the place for all the parties and stuff. So I said, I want to have a final party. So Saturday night, we're having a final party. I sent out an invite. Called Last Call. I'm having a step and repeat made, where it's like farewell you know, with the house and the street and everything, so everybody can like take a picture. I've got a friend flying from Arizona. I got one friend flying out from Pennsylvania, one friend flying out from DC. One friend's driving from San Francisco. It's really sweet. And these are all like high school, college friends, you know, who say like, oh my God, I used to love your house. That was like my sanctuary. That was my spot. And it's really nice because I was thinking, am I cuckoo brain that I'm in my 50s and I'm so sad about leaving my child at home, but like that all these people are having this similar reaction. It kind of makes me feel not so crazy. Alone. So I will tell you next week how that party went. And I said, we're going to party like the 80s. I'm getting a pony keg, and you all bring your own bottle. And I'm not going to make it old school. It's 72 degrees in Vermont, says Sweet Pea. Well, that's not bad. That sounds pleasant. I've never been to Vermont. I'd like to. Rain today in East Texas. Of course, Kaz. God, you guys have so many summer storms. It's crazy. Melissa, you can't. Oh, but Melissa's in Texas and she can't get any rain. How interesting. How far apart are you guys? I think just a couple hours, right? Yeah, I mean, of course, we have that kind of microclimate here. I mean, you know, LA is a desert, but then in 2 hours, boom, you can get up to the San Bernardino Mountains and very different. Very, well, you wouldn't have snow now, but it'd be cooler. But there will be snow there soon. All right, I think that's almost enough. I just got a couple more here. This is a very exciting prepping of the edamame here. Oh, you're 3.5 hours from Kaz. Oh, okay. Well, that's a fair distance. But Texas is so big, so big. All right. Oh my God, I want to tell you guys this is another really fun thing I did. Look at this. You probably can you read it? I took my daughter for her birthday. The Hollywood Bowl does sing-along Sound of Music. Dude, it's so much fun. People show up in like their lederhosen and their drendels, and you watch the show and they have all these cues. They have different things, like of course Rolf comes out and you have to go boo, and then you know, everyone's of course, you know, cheering Maria and the captain, and it's really fun. They do it once a year or once every other year. All right, now this is looking better. But that was one of the things that they did. All right, moving on. Moving on. So now we're doing yeah, okay. Okay. So, edamame. This is a refreshing salad. I think this is a good summer salad. We're gonna do little scallions, otherwise known as green onions. I've already washed them. And I'm cooking with these, or using these, even though for me personally, I cannot eat raw onions. They are not my friend. They're not my chest friend. Wait a second, how do I say that? I get reflux. I get like a reflux. I get a reflux. Such an old lady. All right. Oh, I love this song. This is Wham. Okay. So then we got that. And we've got the cucumber. Okay, so now we're going to combine for the salad part. We've got cucumber. We've got edamame. A little more edamame there. Oh, who made whose day? Yes, love that. Haha. Oh, I don't think I could walk those stairs at the Hollywood Bowl anymore. Seriously? You're kidding. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, Monty Berry, hi. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love the sound of music? Oh, gosh, good for you. Oh, yeah, so what do you make? Oh, good, you guys are letting everybody know. Okay, chicken katsu, that's right. Okay, we're going to do some scallions here. I don't know, I wonder, you know, they have some wraps. Let me think, what will we do when we take my mom? You know what? You can pay money and get, like, the better parking, and then they do, I mean, they do have a way for people who are like truly disabled, so I'm sure you can figure it out. But boy, it was fun. Okay. You know what was so nice? Just the collective experience. I mean, obviously everybody loves that movie, but I've seen that movie 1,000 times. And to see it in a setting like that, I was like, I never heard that line. Oh, I never noticed that part of the film. And, you know, I feel like I'm still in PTSD from pandemic lockdown days and with social media and people not connecting. So it was so nice to have that collective experience. Everybody, woo, ah, ooh, you know, making noise and having fun at the same time. So now here's the dressing, and for recapping for those that weren't here, it's sesame oil, rice vinegar, soy sauce, sriracha, some sugar. And then the only other thing I don't have here is I want to have some fresh ginger. I think that would be good. Oh my God. Hang on a second here. All right, tell me if you guys can, let me see, hang on. Okay, can you guys hear me? I just found my missing mic. Let me know if you can hear me. I love Wham. Me too. I'm very sad. Your dressing sounds like teriyaki. Yeah, but teriyaki doesn't have sesame oil. But certainly in that family, I guess. So, oh, good. Thank you, Melissa. All right. It's always better if I have the mic. All right. So here we go. Oh, ginger. Fresh ginger. Thank you. Excuse me. Pardon me. Melissa, you're so sweet to hang out and when I know you've got your busy cooking. All right. So we're just going to grate some ginger. There we go. Only needs a little bit. Where's the? Here we go. This is how I always toss and turn, toss and turn. Obviously, this could be a much bigger salad. I'm kind of making this more just like for portion for two. Let's see what it tastes like. That's delicious. That's flat out delicious. I like rice vinegar. It's what do you call it? It's more mellow than other vinegars. All right. And now we come to the chicken part. The chicken part of our chicken katsu. It's so funny. I had to look up. I was like, chicken katsu, what is that? Just basically it's Japanese fried chicken, but it comes from some other word, which now I've already forgotten. With the pounded pork, there's like, you know, the pounded pork that's fried. That's another Japanese thing. All right, and welcome in if you're just joining. This is Food Talk TV. We're cooking here. We're cooking. Daphne Brogdon, formerly of Food Network. And just to remind you, I'm going to be at the Palm Springs Food and Wine Festival in mid-November. Come on out. Ugh, I really hate watching Babs, how much more time do I have? Yeah, it's like a Japanese schnitzel. You're right, Cass. Going back to the Sound of Music. We heard you before and the music. Oh, I hear you great. Okay, good. Oh, good. All right. You guys are so helpful. Speaking of my poor boyfriend, he came home because fiance, whatever. He had to get down to work. And he was I'm going to go to work afterwards. And I was like, I couldn't go to work after like an extraction. And sure enough, he's like, I couldn't stay at work. I was like, dude, of course not. Cuckoo. All right, so here we go. So you can buy chicken tenders, great, although they always cost more. So I tend to just get the chicken breast, and then I'm just going to slice them up. So I'm going to slice in half. Okay. These have been cut pretty well. Sometimes there's a little funk. A little, not funk, but, you know, a little joint, fat. Throw that right in the trash. 1.5. My goal is I really want to get it nice and flat. So one of the things when you have a restaurant is you've got to think not only about the taste, but how it's going to look, and then how are they going to eat it. So my goal with this is that I want everything to be sort of similar sized. Easy eating. Oh, what about schmaltz? I love schmaltz. Oh, time's up. Thank you. Thank you, Babs. Checking my coconut rice. I'm making rice with, I don't think it's done. No. Babs, I think it needs another 5 minutes. It's going to be fun though, but it needs another 5 minutes. All right, let's pound the chicken, shall we? And then I catch myself how I look there with my chin, my pounding chicken chin. That's not so wrong. I won't pulverize it too much. But it's nice, it goes further. I mean, 2 breasts of chicken, that's like $10, so you want it to go further. I almost broke yesterday. I don't know why, when I was saying to my son, oh, well, I can make you dinner, or I guess you could order, because I was going out, I guess you could order a cheeseburger. He's like, I wouldn't hate that. And then I'm like, what am I thinking? I'm breaking my rule. Nope, I got food. I got food. I got a little energy. Make kind of a beef bowl with green beans. And again, cut up the green beans, because the green beans need to be the same size as the beef and everything else in the bowl. And since they just had that with rice, that's why I wanted to do this rice with coconut rice, so it's a little different. You know, got to keep the crowds happy. 5-star customer service here. That's what I say. Oh, I heard a podcaster was so funny, was talking about, because I do think that Gen X has ruined Gen Z. Like, we did too much for them. And this podcaster had a great term. He called it concierge parenting. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so me. I'm so concierge parenting, which my folks were not. Oh, I'm out of frame. Oh, thank you. Right, I am out of frame. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Better. Thank you. Thank you, director from Texas. Melissa, yeah, that we ruined it. We did. I don't know why we did, when we're all like, oh, we're drinking from the hose and running around and our parents don't know where we are. I don't know why we became such weirdos and hovered and did too much for them. I don't know. I mean, I get a little bit, because sometimes I was like, probably wanted a little more of a buy-in from my folks, but I didn't want this much. I don't know. All right, now I'm going to cut them into little pieces. Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to cut them into pieces. I'm going to cut them later. Oh, well, too late now. All right, so I just scratch that, rewind. So then you don't cut them in pieces. Okay. My farm fresh eggs. As you guys know, I've got chickens. No, Daphne has been here for a while. Oh, thank you. I have. Fresh cows. How long have I been doing this with y'all? I also have a YouTube channel that I've kind of neglected the last couple of weeks, called Daphne Dishes again, because my Food Network show was called Daphne Dishes. So, Alexa, skip. I never really liked Peter Gabriel. Okay. So let's get the hot oil going. So I put some oil in here. I think it needs a little more. canola oil, and we're going to fry our chicken. We're going to make our chicken katsu. Chicken katsu. So I've taken the chicken breast. I've pounded it. I will now put it in an egg wash from my farm fresh eggs. And let me tell you, my chickens, those biddies, they're starting to listen to me. It's a whole other story. Okay, can you? Oh, I really wanted you guys to see. All right, I want you to see my process. I want you to see my process. Let's see. There we go. Gosh, you know, people who have those really pretty little setup with their dredging. You probably have that, Melissa. I don't. I've got my old well-worn pans here. Okay, so the egg, and then the flour, and this is all just so what will stick to it? Panko. That's really the secret. That's what makes katsu katsu, is that it's breaded with panko. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now it's going to go here. No, not that much. I thought it was going to be like splatter, 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 right? Didn't you? All right, next one. So after these are fried, I'm going to cut them. And I don't know why in my head I was like, oh, I cut them now. And I could, but it makes it harder. Flour, flour, flour. You are watching Food Talk TV, where we are cooking live every single day. And we have been doing this since 2021, which in social media terms means like we were out here in the prairie. It's just us and a mule. All right, and then we do the panko. You know what? Oh, you know what? I didn't do it this time, but you could also do coconut panko. That'd be fun. It would go with the coconut rice, wouldn't it? Oh, wouldn't it? All right. There we go. Still no big splatter. I was really thinking it was going to be big splatter. All right. Egg, flour. Come on, let's say it together. Egg, flour. Oh, no, didn't quite get it there. Bop, 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 bop. And then what comes next? What comes next? Rhymes with Lenko. Oh, that A just came right off. Oh, that's so weird. Panko. Panko, panko. And of course, what's always nice about when you make something like this that's fried, it's going to last well the next day. I'm always thinking dinner and my son's lunch the next day. All right. Another reason you use gloves is how it all, when you do these things, it builds it. All right, let's put those little bits that I prematurely cut. What am I missing? Oh, it's time. Shoot. Thanks, Babs. Oops. What did I just do? There we go. Okay. Well, that's looking better. It's not fluffy. It's pretty moist because I was a little short on my rice. So I'm going to finish it off with the heat off, I think. Put it on simmer and try to get it, get rid of a little more moisture. But the rice is cooked through enough. And it does make it like a nice, rich flavor to make coconut rice. It's just a little different. Okay, wait. Tongs, tongs, tongs. Oh, yay, look. Perfect. Look how nice and golden that's looking. You guys can see it. Yeah, good. Excellent. Very pleased. Very, very pleased. Add a little more oil. You're watching Daphne Brogdon here on Food Talk TV. And then, I don't quite ever. Do you ever catch yourself like I just moved like this, and I'm like, why am I walking like a deputy in a Western film that just got off a 4-hour ride on his horse? Move like a lady, lady. What the heck? Maybe I can get it in there.
I'm gonna push it a little bit, but I need the real estate. That's perfect coloring. Oh, Melissa, you flatter me because Melissa's a very good cook, so I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you very much. Oh, beautiful! Yay! Yay! Oh, eating with Andrew's here. Yay! 7 minutes. Okay, good, good, good. Good afternoon. Hey, Miss Netta, what are you making? And where's Charles? Don't know who any of those people are, but welcome, welcome. Okay. Oh, and then I had one more here. You know what? I'm gonna put my gloves back on. I really think you need gloves for the dredging. Oh, it just gets too nasty otherwise. Oh, I need a plate for this of some sort. Okay. So one way to know if a meat's been cooked is by pressing on it. If it bounces back, it's not ready. Yeah, I think that's ready. Especially true with steaks. Okay. And I think that panko is really soaking up my oil. Turn it down a little bit. This one might be a little browner than I want. Yeah, a little bit. Not terrible though. And I always have this handicap in my kitchen of having my 1939 home here. One side of the pan always gets more of the oil because of the droop. The droop of the floor. Yes, Melissa did take home the grub match trophy. Yeah, she was a total star. Total star. You're welcome to Food Talk TV. This is Daphne. She's great. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Yeah, I couldn't stand the pressure. You know, that's the thing about, it's really funny. You know, you see that in sports. Somebody could be a great athlete, but the pressure of like, oh, I'm in a stadium and I've got this, you know, everyone's watching me and da 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 da. And then you do like reality TV. I was on one of my claim to fame. I was on Beat Bobby Flay. And, you know, of course, okay, I know how to cook. But then, you know, you kind of panic in the moment. Like I had to cut this pork. It was a bigger piece of pork than I thought. And I really botched it. My butchering was terrible. Because you're like, kind of panicking. Anyway, but Melissa did the grub match. And, of course, she was against Trini, who's also great, and they were very, very close. They're both excellent, excellent cooks. And you should watch both of their shows. On Food Talk TV. So subscribe if you haven't already. Because I think it's really nice when you're doom scrolling to take a break, look at a little remodel video, look at some home cooking. You know, we can't be all of the rage opinions. No, thank you. Yeah. All right. That one out. Okay, that's our last one. All right, and get rid of the dredge station. The dredge. Oh, no, I have these little guys. Shoot, I forgot. My little randos here. Okay. Oops, I forgot. I moved the trash. I've done that before. I move the trash and then I throw it into like an empty space. Oh, that's not good. Now here's going to be the final ingredient in the salad, an avocado. But of course, we're going to wait till we're about to serve for that one. Yeah. Okay. Great, great, great. And if you just got here, I'm making chicken katsu bowls, although it won't really be a bowl because I don't believe in it. I like to say that like it's a big philosophical issue for me. And actually, this is the thing I'm using, so now I got to clean this off. So what we've done so far, we made a dressing, which was really good. Sesame oil, rice wine vinegar, soy sauce, sriracha, a little bit of sugar. And then I made coconut rice, okay, which is not going to be fluffy. I'm not going to lie, and I couldn't lie because you will be able to see it. It's gonna be kind of a wet rice, but I think it'll be flavorful. I want to do something different. All right, and then this chicken was dredged in eggs, flour, panko, and here it is. And now I need to wait. I think this is probably raw chicken. Touch this, so let's move this. Now I need to cut my chicken. This is the Rolls Royce of my chicken here. It looks really, really good. And this had raw chicken on it, so let's get rid of that. And this touched raw chicken. We're gonna get rid of that. That's why I have duplicates of everything. Okay. Okie dokie. I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this chicken. There we go. Get these out. And we're now done with our frying portion of today's menu. Insane. I'm Daphne Brogdon, and you're watching Food Talk TV. Thank you for joining us. We're doing chicken katsu bowls, which is a great dinner, great lunch. And now let's cut into it and see how I really did, huh? Oh, perfect. I do say so myself. Mailman. Perfect crunch, perfect texture. Maybe a little should have salted the chicken. Probably should have salted the chicken. That'd be my only note. Yeah, should have done that. All right. So normally these recipe would be, and it would look pretty on the plate if the chicken is this big. But I don't think that makes a practical sense. So I'm going to cut it smaller. Okay. So here's my non-fluffy, but going to be delicious coconut rice. All right. I did do a good sticky fluffy rice last night, but you weren't here for that. All right. And then, oh, I put it in the fridge. Here is the cucumber salad. So it's cucumber, edamame, scallions, green onions, and that aforementioned dressing. Now, I want to put, okay. I'm going to layer this on top of the rice. You guys can. All right. Okay. Then this avocado, I was a little scared because it was only 2 for $1, which are really cheap for avocados. But they're tiny, but still. I'll use a demi-tasse. Put a little avocado here. I don't want to mix it up because then that avocado gets all smeary and it's different flavor profile. All right, so got a little avocado. Now, all right, well, it didn't exactly hold, but there it is. Let me try to plate this better. Okay, there we go. So this is the chicken katsu bowl, which is not a bowl. I think that's harder to eat out of. Oh, let me take a picture fast. Because then I want to eat it. Wait a minute. Okay. All right, let's eat it. Huh? Because to me, this looks very good. I'm even going to risk it with a little bit of, okay, so I'm going to make a perfect bite. I've got the rice, cucumber, the chicken, edamame. That's a party. That is a total party. What you taste more than anything is all the flavor from the dressing and then the texture of the panko chicken is really nice. I think the coconut rice takes it to an 11. Even more so. You don't have to do the coconut rice. You could just do regular rice. But wow, this is tasty. This is good. And it kind of tastes like, summery. And what's nice about this, I mean, the rice is kind of hot right now, but this is something you can serve room temperature. Because if you have a household like mine, where it's like, okay, my son's going to come home at one point and want to eat, and my daughter's going to come home a little bit later or whatever, I'm not shorter cooker. Like I'm not heating all this up at the same time, so I can just be like, here it is, you guys take it, So it's just easier for a bunch of people. I like the salad part. I like all of it. Looks delicious. Oh, Marianne, hi. Well, what have you missed? Okay, Marianne, let's review for Marianne. Chicken katsu bowls. Okay, so I did a dynamite job with this chicken. I pounded the chicken breast. I put in an egg, flour, panko. Oh, really good. I made this really good cucumber edamame salad. There's rice wine vinegar, sesame oil, soy sauce. There's some fresh grated ginger. Oh, I forgot the avocado. A little bit of avocado. And I did it with coconut rice. And I think it's a great, all-in-one protein, vegetable, grain. I'm super into it. I think the chicken's really good. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, I had one more little thing I was going to do. You know what? Oh, Babs, you're so right. It does have a nice crunch. And look at all the chicken I have. Yeah, no, I think this is really going to be good. Because I'm going to go out tonight because we're celebrating our friend Luca. We're all celebrating. Then he's going back to Italy, so we're going to have a dinner. And I know my son's not going to want to go because he has a ton of homework, so this will be great because this will be his dinner. So yay. You'll catch it on YouTube. Oh, God bless you, Marianne, that you'll watch it on YouTube. So I can't finish the other dish I was going to do, but I'm gonna show the start of it because I think it's super fun and something that a lot of people don't cook with, and that's leeks. So I'm very bullish on leeks, and I've cooked with them a lot. You probably guys have seen me cook with them before. So this is a really lovely side dish. So I'll show you the prep, and then you can kind of use your imagination of how it's going to look. Let's just take one. Sometimes leeks traditionally have like sand and dirt in them. I don't know what they're doing. They must be like growing them in a lab now. They're never dirty anymore. Used to be you had to cut them and like really kind of get clean. They're never dirty anymore. I guess I already said that. Shoot. I have a very specific, I had this very specific sort of oval casserole, shallow casserole dish that I envisioned making this in, but I don't want to muck around looking for it. So we'll just use this for now. So very simple. Just slice. Actually, that's too small. No, make them bigger. Excuse me. So what is that? About a quarter inch? About a quarter inch. Now, obviously, you could use a ton of leeks. It all just depends, how many people you're having. It's a great side dish with steak, or if you've got a vegetarian, they could do this and just, have some pasta. So you're going to keep slicing until you get to the little green's okay, but then when it gets to the harder grain, we kind of let that one go. Okay. Then put these, think of them like silver dollars. There we go. And all the recipes are at our website, right? Maybe somebody can, maybe Kaz, you can put that on there. Yes, quarter inch. Thank you, Marianne. Yeah. So we've got the quarter-inch leeks. And again, you can make many, many more leeks, but I'm coming to the end of my hour, so I want to give you guys the idea. Ah, love me better, makes me happy. All right, so ideally that fills that up. Then you get white wine. Usually when I cook with white wine, I cook with crap white wine that I wouldn't normally drink because I'm a wine snob. This is actually a good bottle, but it's towards the end and it's been open for a few days, so we're going to sacrifice it for this meal. We're going to make a little shallow pool there of wine. And you could use, I would use Gruyere or Parmesan. I picked up some of this grated Parmesan, so I'm going to use that. And you could figure if you have Parmesan and white wine, it's going to be good. I mean, you could pretty much put almost anything with that. It's going to be tasty. But with leeks, which are this like, you know, sweet cousin of onions that are really underutilized, I think, in our American diet. Okay. If we were in a restaurant kitchen, I'd put that under a salamander and it would be ready very fast. So I stick it in the oven, in a hot oven here. Gosh, probably only about like 15 minutes, 350, something like that. Now just imagine with the magic of television and editing, what if I had visual effects? So this is like, this is sort of brown on top. The leeks are mushy. Anyway, it's delicious. So this is my little bonus recipe that we won't get a chance to finish off today. But let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so great. Quarter cup. About how much wine was that? Well, I'm making a smaller one. That was not, I'm not even sure that was a quarter cup. Probably quarter cup. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, if I would have made all the leeks. I would have put a second layer of the leeks on there. So it could be as much as a half a cup of wine, depending upon, but a quarter cup would do you right. And then just put the cheese on top. It's delicious. You've got the flavor of the wine, which is also, you know, softening up the leeks. And there's already so much water already in the leeks. You're going to have the browning and the salty of the cheese, and then that fresh, sweet spring taste of leeks. So I think I really like it. So there you go. I'll have to finish that off on another day. Thank you so much for joining me here on Food Talk TV. And next up, we're going to have come back in 2 hours, and Mama T's Cooking with a K, home cooking with a K, is going to be here. She always has some good, easy recipes to make, delicious stuff. And I'm going to keep eating my chicken katsu. I mean, I've already kind of dug into it, but this was the chicken with the coconut rice and the cucumber dressing, cucumber salad, cucumber edamame salad. I kind of forgot about edamame because I was so used to just feeding it to my little kids. But edamame is great, and also it's a source of protein. Yeah, it is. All right, thank you guys for joining. Oh, Marianne's giving me gifts. Oh, thank you, Marianne. Well, giving Food Talk TV gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for your support. Babs, thank you as always for coming in and being my timer. And Trainee, oh yay, Melissa, God, all the gang. And even if I didn't call your name, thank you for being here. Lady Diva, oh, thank you. Kim's Loving Life, how long and what temp? The leeks I would do at, I mean, my oven gets pretty hot, my small oven, so I would do 350 for about 15 minutes. Yeah, it's kind of a good, always check it. Yep, okay, great. Adelina, Babs, yay! Oh my gosh, you guys are the best. So wonderful. Thank you so much. And join me next hump day, Wednesday. I'm here at 4 o'clock Central Time every Wednesday. And anytime you come to Food Talk TV, you're going to find some great creators doing all different great food things. Doing food things? Otherwise known as cooking. That's what we do. That's what we do. We cook. We cook with you, for you. It's all about you. So come on back. Give us a follow. And give my channel a follow. Daphne Brogman.